Hi, this is Chukwemeka. He's one half of the Truth and Humor podcast. We're about to have a worthwhile conversation on taking opportunities, life as new creators, and the journey so far. Come along, you'll meet Felix soon. He's the other half.
I have to project.
Project, okay.
Hi guys.
This is projecting. She really projected. Alright.
Okay.
Look at our, I don't know, what should we call them? Men of the day, or I don't know. What should we call you guys? Should we call you guys the men of the day? Or like, what are we going to say? Hi, Chukwemeka.
Hello.
Hi, Felix. You guys, I know this is not my show, so let me not steal the show, but I have some. Let me sit. How are you guys doing? Chukwemeka, how are you?
Very fine.
Felix, how are you? So wait, can you guys ever be caught like on? Can I ever put you people on the spot? Or you guys are already like used to stuff like that? Like, oh, nobody can put me on the spot anymore.
Right.
You can try. I can try, Shay. Okay.
Putting me on the spot is like, it's almost impossible. You have to be something very private.
This Felix is so. You are. I don't even know. I don't know.
No, sure, that's something very private. When I have to get on the spot, you get.
Chukwemeka, how do you feel like when you're about to record a podcast? Are you anxious? Are you just relaxed? Or because you know that I'm not the one that is going to be put on the spot, so you're not really bothered?
I believe every podcast I'm always on the spot. We are always on the spot.
Okay.
So we always impromptu.
Okay.
Mostly usually impromptu. So I'm never anxious.
You're never anxious.
Yes.
Haha.
I can be a bit
God, when
anxious
no.
when it is videos, but just in audio.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should do that today because I'm feeling kind of shy.
Alright.
Yeah. So Felix, how do you feel for every podcast?
I feel chill. Yeah. Like every podcast is like a new experience for me because I'm actually having to say something. Sometimes I've bottled up for a very long time.
Okay.
Or like my opinion. I'm always very careful because whenever in a new podcast, I kind of share a new part of myself.
Yeah.
To the
It
audience.
happens.
And I'm always trying to make sure that I don't share a part of people like, so this is how this guy is.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
But deep down, I really want to say some certain things that I just want to say it. But because of how the world is, you get, people are closet what you do, like they're closet what you do, but they will be outside what they want you to do.
Yeah.
People could be like, oh, why is he saying such a thing?
Exactly.
But deep down, they are that thing.
They are thinking that thing or they are that thing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Not that they are thinking it, they are that thing.
Say they are that thing.
Yeah, so basically every new podcast is like a new part of me I'm sharing to the world.
Yeah.
And because of I've really not been the person who speaks to everybody. I always have like a crew
That you just talk to.
Yes. So it's more like, oh, more people are finding me out.
Yeah.
And it's a good experience, so I'll say yeah, I like it. I always release every new episode.
That's nice. I must commend what you guys are doing, by the way. I think you guys are doing. Thank you. I think you guys are doing amazing. And yeah, so you guys are going to like get the recognition you will need very soon.
We are all going to get it.
We are all going to get the recognition we need. Definitely. But you guys are doing amazing. I mean, like, it's a lot of work. I'm telling you.
You know, when we started this podcast, like we just felt it to be something like just do.
Yeah.
And just edit. But
There's a lot
Yeah. So.
for that you
Right.
find out.
on the fourth episode, I realized that no, this is not what we want to do. You get this is we want to like push. And I started thinking of different ways to improve it, Then we got to the 10th episode, we wanted to do the episode season 2. We're like, okay, what should we change? What should we improve on? What should we add? What should we do? And it's more like an everyday thing where we think of. So how we both work is that because of the media world is saturated.
Yeah.
Like podcasts, YouTube, it's saturated. So we have to do something
That's different.
like, to be honest, they're not just different.
Exactly, because a lot of people are doing the same thing.
Yes.
So how do you make it your own? What is the spice that you add to it? I think it's a mental battle, like a constant mental battle,
Yeah.
because like that thing you want to do, somebody else has done it. Maybe you can bring up something new. Yes, nobody is denying that fact, but almost every area has been touched. But you have to now bring out your uniqueness. Like there's just something that makes it your thing. Like this is what you're known for. And you know that you just have to keep saying, okay, how do I make this thing perfect? Like how can I keep making it better? So you're always thinking, like it's your stuff. You will not want to put something that is just there.
So this you just said now, yes, I was listening to the honest bunch. They do
Okay. Yeah.
Because what I do is I listen to other podcasts, a lot of other podcasts to look at what are these people doing that are getting this good. So I realized something about them. They are almost like us. Like, to be honest, the honest bunch is almost like truths and humor, in the sense that they're actually saying what is hard to say out there. The last one I watched was speaking about real estate. Damn, real estate in Lagos is like a crime syndicate. So they were just
so much.
Yes,
they take so much money.
Yeah, they were with Leo da Silva.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, they were Leo, and then they were spitting raw facts. Not as if I did not know some of these facts, but they said more things. I was like, wow. Yeah. So this is what we're trying to do on like Truth and Humor podcast. Like we say the truth, but we like try to add some little humor here and there. Sometimes we find it hard to bring in the humor, because some things are too serious
for you to even try to make it light or make it calm.
There was one of our episodes, like someone commented like the truths are there, yes, but zero. But the truth is, because we could not find out the humor
in that particular.
Yes. So this is like the problem, or I don't think it's the problem. I think one of the things about that, you should not expect humor every time, because not everything is funny, but you should at least know that you're going to get the truth. That's why it is truth first
before humor. Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think that's very nice. Honestly, I enjoy you people's podcast. I know that Felix always likes to talk, and I like that people are getting to see this part of you. Chukwuemeka has always been a man of few words, so hearing him say so many things at once, he has actually been like, I'm just very appreciative that in my lifetime I got to meet people that are trying their hands on different things, are doing different things, are not afraid. Because I know that before you start doing all these things, you think no, seriously, you think, you're like, are you sure? Are you ready? You know, it comes with a lot of things. It comes with a lot of, is this good enough? Should I put it out? What are the criticisms that might come with this?
You know, I didn't really think of the criticism. What I thought of, were we ready? I didn't think of the criticism. I was always thinking of, well, do we have enough tools to do this podcast? Like, you know, these expensive microphones, you know, the background and everything. And I was stalling, you know, he was like, so when I told him, bro,
let's just do it.
Let's just do this thing. You get, and regardless, people come and say, oh, the audio, this one, that one. But they didn't get that. They didn't want to wait until we're so ready.
So
I was talking about the same thing to my brother. I was telling him, bro, I need money for all these things.
Yeah.
We need to set up. My brother told me he's not going to give me any money. So we should make do of whatever we.
I don't think people's audio
is bad.
It's bad.
No,
it's not bad.
But it can be better, obviously. Yes, I feel yes, it can better. But
cannot go on YouTube, so we are limited. We need videos.
No, audios can go on YouTube, but the point is trying to, or he was trying to make, or I'm trying to make, is that, you know, this whole setup thing, you get
that is just yes, definitely.
Expectation from us.
So exactly, I was now looking at that view to start up Truth and Humor, and then I got to a point, I'm like,
you can't keep waiting. You can't keep waiting.
I can't wait. Let's do this. So we recorded the first one. But the first one, while we're recording it, somebody called my phone, and I had to. So from that moment, whenever we were recording, I always put it on airplane mode. Like, no, this is business. Like, this is more business. Like, I need to take this serious. So we recorded the next one. People were like, oh, it's cool. So before you know it, like, we've recorded 10, and
you're like, how?
You know, the biggest issue so far has not been content. It has been having space to record. We are very busy students. Very busy individuals. Like, sometimes when it's free, I'm not free.
Definitely.
When
happens.
It's free, I'm not free. You have a new thing. Ami,
Amaka, come and say hi.
Hi.
Our special Amaka is just too extra. Our guest for the day. You think that starting this podcast has given you purpose?
Yes.
Gave me a lot of purpose.
I have to read more. I have to read more because you can't give what you don't have.
Period.
If you are giving value, you must have value yourself.
Definitely.
So for every conversation, I just find myself speaking. How did I
know this thing? Yeah.
By the wealth of knowledge I have built in the past.
Sorry, sir.
To keep
sorry.
To keep going, the knowledge of yesterday will not help me. So I have to keep reading.
I was saying this thing today that you can only like live as far as your knowledge takes you. So you just have to know, because if you don't know, like, you'll be limited. Like, that's just where you stop. Okay, yeah, so that's just where you stop. Like, and then when you hear someone, so whatever you can do, reading, listening to other people. I'm telling you that these days I enjoy podcasts. There's this new person I found, You Can Rest Here, Mazino Malaka. I think she's really amazing. In fact, I even want to meet her in my lifetime. Her podcasts are really amazing. So you only live as far as you know. So knowledge is very, very important. So yeah, I understand that. So you have answered my question of if he gave you purpose.
Something you always hear in our podcast is that we don't just complain about things. If we complain about the weather, we say, okay, how do we solve the weather? If
Solution.
Government, we have to, how do we
solve it? Okay.
So we don't just say, we're not the everyday Nigerian who wants to complain about everything. We want to say, oh, this is the problem and this is how to solve it.
Yeah.
You get one of our episodes, someone posted, is there a blueprint? Let me check that as well.
People should react, because the last podcast we did, we talked about depression.
Yeah, someone asked a question about depression, so we answered.
So someone is asking now, is there a blueprint to how depressed people should act? Because we kept reiterating on sadness, dullness, hostility as signs. Now, besides these ones, are there other signs? Is there a stipulated way depressed people should
Come on, let me get something. Let's keep on talking.
I don't know, but I feel like that's not the only sign. I feel you can be extremely happy and be sad. Because there was a point in my life where I was so happy, but I was so sad. Not that I was so happy, I looked so happy. Like, to people, I was always smiling, I was always happy. It looked like nothing was going wrong. I remember at the end of 2021, I wrote something, and I was talking about how 2021 was one of my worst years, and I never want it to happen again. And I know people kept on asking me, like, people kept on saying, like, oh, Judith, are you for real? Was that really what it was? Because I was posting, I was going out, I was having fun, but I was really not happy. That was 300 level-ish. I didn't really like the way everything was. Like, I was constantly writing. And I realized that that's something that happens to me. When I'm very sad, I write. That's why when I hear people say, oh, journal, I'm like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Because I only write when I'm unhappy. But people write to just write their feelings. But I write when I'm unhappy. Sometimes we should even check on our happy friends. Like, people that always seem happy.
You go.
I also remember Felix telling me one time that, oh, why is it that the people who have the brightest now are for the saddest? And I was just like, hope he's not talking to me.
I wasn't talking to her, I just said it.
I was like, hope he's not talking to me, because it felt very personal. So I don't think those are the only signs. I feel like somebody can be looking happy.
Very happy.
No, I feel like it has happened to me. So someone can actually be looking happy or be so sad.
Alright, so there goes the answer to the question.
Yes.
Why the person is asking, to be honest, I feel the person may have been depressed to a point where people did not notice.
Yeah.
Right? The truth is, there is no blueprint to depression. The thing is, we spoke about introspection, knowing that at this point I'm sad, or at this point I'm deeply depressed, or at this point I don't feel good, and whatever it is, we are saying, once you get to that point, we are trying to feign or fake happiness, or show that you're doing okay when truly you're not doing okay.
You know that
deep down, you know. Please find someone to speak to, find a way to solve it, because you can't lie to yourself. Like, if you lie to everybody, there's somebody you're gonna lie to is yourself.
You know when you're not happy.
Yeah. And I'm using like discourse so far, but what do you think is taken away from this episode? Like,
should I go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Alright.
No. Ladies first.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that what he said?
We are
Ladies
gentlemen.
first. Oh, okay. I picked up on how your mindset towards things. I think I should start looking at things more from the side of till you stop complaining. Like I should actually stop complaining and just be chill. That this will come and this will pass for good. Okay. And then something else that also struck me was, when Felix was talking about the southeastern region. I feel like we have more to do. We look down on it a lot, and I feel like it starts with us. Because I'm a proud Abia babe, but I don't think I'm representing it enough.
You very even mention it in some of your videos.
Like I don't think I'm presenting it enough. So I think that we should start from whatever we want to change. We should start with ourselves. And I know that there's so much we can do. Like we have so much power, so much intellect. We're well informed, and then we can do these things. So there's literally nothing stopping us. So we should always be prepared because opportunity can come at any time. True. So that's something.
So 2 things. I just want to reiterate on something. I've been thinking about something, consistency. So in all we do, we have to be consistent. When I began this podcast, I was looking for an easy way out. I reached out to people how we can grow views and everything. One of the people I reached out to was my brother too, and I told him about. He sent me a YouTube video. The YouTube video I sent him. So the title of the YouTube video was "How to Grow Your Views on Instagram and YouTube." So I was like, okay, I will use this and grow my views.
When you watch
opened the video, I saw the man talking about 6 years. I said that we should do it for 6 years. I said, what? I thought my brother was going to help me. Okay. So one thing, we should not look down on the process. So the process is part of it. Just even though it takes time, but you are being transformed. The same what we are saying today is not what we say tomorrow and what we will say next week. We keep being relevant. All right, and now what I have taken out from this session, Judith said something about opportunities when we're talking about the Lagos and Southeast. And she said something about there's a lot of people who have a lot of things to do. And all they are looking for is the right time, right opportunity. And then, if you want to do something, just do it. Just do it. Because the right time might not come. So I used to tell people, because people saying they don't have opportunity, how much are you prepared for that opportunity? If the opportunity comes now, how much are you prepared?
If you struggle for something, by the time, like let's say your opportunity is here, and you're here, you're struggling, you go down here. By the time you come back up here, it's easy for you.
We were done, and this peppered meat was just what we needed. The weather was so cold, so we had to run home. Actually so grateful that I put on a longer clothes because I almost was sleeveless because weather was so hot when I was leaving. But yeah, it's so cold.
It was an amazing session. And then
Yo.
You guys, today I learned something about Chukwemeka, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
Tell us, what did you learn?
Hi guys, so we're done filming. I'm sure you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed filming. I mean, Chukwemeka and Felix are amazing, to say the least. So I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy this video. So please like, share, leave me a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, bye. The full video is on Truth and Humor Podcast on YouTube. The link will be in the description. Do also follow them on all platforms. Thank you.